Hello, Olu again, nuggets of wisdom just coming out of you. I had a topic for a while that I just needed to actually, sometimes I get these downloads, but I really didn't really have time to actually develop it. But something happened yesterday that I need to share, so don't let me bore you. But while you're at it, like, share, hit the notification bell for new content. My topic today is Underdog Under God. Let's talk about it. Welcome back. While you're at it, please like again, share, hit the notification bell for new content, as well as please hit me on all my social platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and my new picture. All the descriptions are going to all the links are going to be in the description down below. This is powerful. I'm going to start with this way. I'm going to do today, I'm going to self-proclaim myself as the president, the CEO, the doctor, the emperor of the Underdog Club. I want to talk to brothers who felt nobody was checking for them. I want to talk to brothers who have always felt counted out. I want to talk to brothers who sometimes felt less. I want to talk to brothers who thought they missed the mark. Last night, I was sitting on the couch and watching the NBA draft. I normally don't watch those kind of things. I'm a basketball fan, but lately, through the COVID time, I kind of slowed down. Watching basketball, and it just got a little slow for me. But yesterday was something very powerful that I needed to. I was looking at. So they drafted this young man by the name of John Bonchap. I may be butchering his name, and as they called his name, he just broke out in tears. Don't let me bore you with my own explanation. Check this out while I was doing the interview.
Giving Marjan a chance to get his face together. You good?
Yeah, I'm just glad. Like I'm just happy. God never gave up on me. Everything I had to go through, all the adversity, and no one believing in me. It's just special.
Kevin just talked about how unorthodox your journey has been.
Yeah.
One of the things that I find most curious about you is the year you took away to kind of commit to just training, not
Right.
with a team. What have you learned about yourself?
I learned that I'm a warrior. You can just throw me out there and I'm gonna figure it out. And I know I found God. And God led me through my hardest times of my life. And I thank Him every day now. And I thank my grandma. And this for my grandpa, I'm living for his legacy, and I just want to be great, So
You are off to a great start as your NBA journey begins. Congratulations, Marjan.
yeah.
Welcome back. When I did a little bit of digging about Mahjong, once they called his name and he came out, he just went into tears. And for some reason, and I can't really explain it, brothers, it's as if I was in his body. It's as if I felt exactly what he felt. It's as if I know the struggle. For my brothers who have always had it right, probably I'm not talking to you. Maybe you've always been Superman and everything you have done. God bless you. But I want to talk to some few brothers. Those brothers who know, but by the grace of God, you won't be even where you are today. And I feel you for that. So I was looking at this brother was turning his eyes out, and I went to do some little digging about him. And it said at some point he was homeless. At some point he didn't know he was good enough for the NBA. They shipped him over to the G League, and G League is basically go get your skills better and see if we can draft you. Most of the people in G League probably may never ever make it into the NBA. So when his name was called, I saw all that emotion come out. I saw everything come out. And it took me back to my life that there were things in my life that I thought I would never make it. I thought I would never get to that threshold, get to that money, get to those things. And I really want to talk to my brothers who are underdogs. I want to talk to my brothers who are underdogs. Simply because everybody want to talk about how we're going to get to the bag. Everybody want to talk about the processes, and all that is great. And we should strive for that. But tell me your pain. Tell me your process. Tell me how you went through. Tell me how you got over. Because vulnerability and masculinity in 2022 don't mix. So if you're too vulnerable, if you tear your eye as a guy, you're probably a squirrel, you're simp, you're weak. But I just saw all that emotion come out of that brother yesterday. It was just so powerful. And as I was watching it, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to cap here. I had my few ugly face moments yesterday as I was watching it because it was so real. And I wanted to say, what was he going through? What was in his head? And if you don't know, if you've been in a situation whereby you've never been the flavor of the month. If you've been in a situation whereby you have never not been the name on everybody's lips, you've not been that guy that everybody's checking for, you will never understand how this feels. That you hear much about your limitation than your expectation. You hear about so much things that you are lacking instead of the things that you can do. So this brother was, as he came out, the first thing he said that was powerful, he said, "You can put me anywhere and I will flourish. I'll figure it out." That is the life of underdogs. I may not see all my way through, I may not fully understand, but one thing I know, that as long as I can get some information, as long as I can get some guidance, I can see what I can do. One of the stories that actually jumped out for me, one of the things that I thought was very powerful, was that for 12 months this guy was training, nobody drafted him. He wasn't in school, he wasn't in the club, he wasn't in anything. He just went 12 months somewhere to go and train. Do you know what it takes to take criticism or whatever, say it was lacking, to go down to the drawing board and go fight for that next level? This is something that a whole lot of people can't do. They can talk about it as much as they want, but they can't do it. It's easy for you to talk when you're winning, but it's not as easy when you have to dust yourself up and pick up yourself and say you're going to go forward. The brother just wowed me, and I felt like my own journey. So this message is for my brothers who are underdogs, man. Nobody's checking for you now. Nobody thinks your name is not on everybody's lips. Right? Your money isn't right. Right? The girl isn't checking for you. Or you've been let down and felt like a failure. I feel you, man. I understand. And one of the reasons for this channel, in my opinion, is to help my other brothers. And it's all I do is help one person that feel better about themselves, one person that go over what they thought he would never do. I fulfill my calling. And that's all I want to see. I fulfill my calling. So I want to talk to you. So when you see a brother who kind of breaks down, he didn't care that the world was looking at him. He didn't care, yeah, you can call him a simp. He was tearing up because he remembered his journey. He remembered his pain. He remembered what he went through to get there. How many of y'all, my brothers who have been through some things, and when you hold that car, you hold that house, you hold that key, and you fought so much to get it, and when you get there, you sit down and say, how did I get here? Brothers, I can go on, but I want to give you 5 takeaways that I learned that the underdog to be under God. Number 1, the underdog has nowhere to go but go to God. And I've been talking about this ever. When I, in my dark moments, what has saved me is that I've gone to a quiet place. I went to places where that I can be isolated and download and sit with God and speak with God. I'm not doing it just because I needed something. It's just like, God, what's my next step here? What do I do here? Number 2, I've always had gratitude. Underdogs have gratitude because they know it was never handed to them. Number 3, underdogs have grace for other people. When you know you've been through a pain, it takes one homeless person to understand another homeless person. And by the way, I've been close to homeless myself in some cases. So, and what I want to do on this channel, as I said before, I'm going to just be at my heart to be authentic as possible. So underdogs people, they just give grace to other people. Number 4, underdog goes inward. When things were bad for me, and I believe that brother Majon Butcher, I guess he thought the draft day would not come. So he came. Number 24, pick from the walking box, was chosen. Dream that day. Underdogs go inward for their strength, go inward for the direction. Lastly, the underdog has dreamt about the occasion. Let me put it this way. Very simple. What if I can pull it off? What if I can have that business? What if I can have that life? Underdogs have dreamt about every occasion. Let me tell you about myself. I've dreamt about some things in my life that's going to come to fruition. I've dreamt about the day of those things that I've been laying hold for, the ones I've been praying for, believing for, working for, to lay hold. I've dreamt about every occasion. But I want to do it from one underdog to another, from your brother to another. I'm an underdog under God. I love you. Olo again. Nuggets of wisdom.